Welcome to the press conference of Madagascar after their game against Tunisia. I would like to introduce first the head coach, TOJO, RASAMOELINA, and the player Kiadim Joro, RASAMOELINA. First question goes to the coach. What did you think about your game? It's your first in Monastir. What did you make of it?
En fait, c'est le jeu. Au début, ça a bien passé. Donc, on a tenu jusqu'à 25 minutes comme ça, à la moitié du troisième quart. Mais là, on s'est emballé un peu à tirer n'importe comment. On était entré un peu dans le rythme du basket malgache, la face néfaste du basket malgache. Donc, on n'a pas pu retenir un peu ça et ils ont refait l'écart sur cette moitié du troisième quart-temps. Donc, en fait, on a beaucoup à apprendre sur le basket international. On avance petit à petit parce que notre problème, c'est toujours une fois les pertes de balles et les tirs forcés. Donc on va essayer de faire ça. On a eu 7 sur 25 à 3 points. Donc il y a eu l'adresse aussi qui nous a échappé. Donc c'est ça.
Là je pourrais pas tout ça là. Tout ça là c'est dur. In the second half, we shoot a lot of, and we don't make a three-pointer, 7 on 25 in 3. So if we don't make 3 and we lose a lot of ball, it's difficult for the win.
Kiadi, what did you make of the game today?
The game, first half, we play good. So, but after the second half, I repeat a lot of turnover, a quick shot, and after Tunisia make a good run. It's difficult to come back, and that's it. No 3. I lose a lot of ball.
Coach, when you play against a team like Tunisia, which has some bigger players than your players, perhaps usually you have a plan to shoot threes on the outside, but today when I look at the statistics, you made 7 of 25. Is that something you want to correct going ahead?
Oui, c'est surtout sur les sélections des tirs qu'il faudrait surtout apprendre à faire parce que on n'arrivait pas à avoir les bons tirs, les sélections et tout ça parce qu'on s'emballait. La défense adverse, ça nous a posé beaucoup de questions avec leur changement, avec leur switch. Donc on n'a pas pu profiter des mismatchs, des petits contre les grands à l'extérieur. Donc on devait surtout lire beaucoup plus et c'est ça qui nous a manqué en fait.
We need to take a better shot because Tunisia switch on the pick and roll and we don't make a good choice on the mismatch.
Ok coach, alors donc on va résumer par rapport à qu'est-ce qui a été le plus difficile aujourd'hui par rapport à ce match, parce qu'on a vu que par rapport à ce qui s'était passé au niveau de Kigali, est-ce qu'il y a eu beaucoup plus d'amélioration, bien comme vous l'avez dit tout à l'heure dans votre introduction, il y a eu des mauvais choix du basketball malgache qui s'est emballé à tirer.
Oui, en fait, c'est l'arrivée des jeunes recrues qu'on a amenés sur cette fenêtre 3 a beaucoup amélioré l'équipe, surtout sur cette côté du rythme de jeu. Donc, ces gars n'ont pas encore joué ensemble, alors que pour nos gars locaux, il faudrait plus de temps à s'adapter et faire plus de préparation. Nous avons essayé d'arriver plus tôt ici pour avoir beaucoup plus de temps d'adaptation pour ces jeunes-là, mais nous sommes positifs par rapport à l'avenir de ce basket malgache parce qu'on a eu une nette évolution par rapport à Kigali.
Thierry, alors comment vous sentez cette équipe? Est-ce que vous pensez quel sera l'objectif maintenant par rapport à ces 2 matchs qui vous restent?
Notre objectif, ça va être de prendre les 2 prochains matchs. Surtout après, faut qu'on se serve de ce match-là comme comme un entraînement, comme on sait ce qu'on doit faire sur certaines choses, sur les erreurs qu'on a faites aujourd'hui. Il faut que ça nous serve de leçon pour demain et après-demain, et même pour plus tard. Et c'est sur des détails. Les grands matchs comme ça, c'est sur des détails. C'est en défense surtout, parce qu'en première mi-temps, on n'encaisse pas beaucoup, mais en seconde mi-temps, on marque pas, mais on défend pas. Donc, faudra que ce soit en défense et en attaque. Et après, les shoots, ils viendront, on sera plus adroit si on met de la pression.
C'était difficile de jouer contre les champions d'Afrique en titre?
Oui, après, vous savez, ils ont beaucoup d'expérience, c'est les champions en titre. Après, nous, on savait qu'on n'avait rien à perdre, on avait tout à gagner à ce match-là. Donc, on a voulu créer la surprise pour les battre chez eux. On a loupé. Donc, on passe à autre chose et rendez-vous demain.
D'accord. Merci.
Welcome to the press conference of Tunisia after their win against Madagascar. I would like to introduce the coach, DIRK BAUERMANN, and Captain MAKRAM ROMDHANE. First question goes to the coach. 4-0 for Tunisia. You're looking very good in the qualifiers. What did you make of this game?
Well, first of all, we're taking our heads off to. First of all, we're taking our hats off to Madagascar. I thought they played extremely hard. They played very well, especially early on. They gave us a lot of problems with their physicality and with their aggressiveness, and it took us a little longer than I thought or hoped it would to adjust to it. But once we did and we started defending at a higher level ourselves, then we were able to kind of pull away. And so overall, the first game of a tournament is always difficult. You have to shake off the rust, find your rhythm, and we did at times, and at other times we did not. But I'm sure that, especially offensively, we'll play much better in the next two games.
ROMDHANE, what did you think of the game?
I think it was like a great game in defense. Maybe in offense we need to work more. The problem is like about the coronavirus and the player who play here in championship. We don't have enough time to prepare. Like before, we take like 3 weeks, 4 weeks to prepare all the game. Now we start in 1 week, so we need to work more together. And I think maybe tomorrow we'll play a much better game in offense also.
Coach, obviously everyone notices when you made a change to your team with the addition of Salah Mejri. What's it been like with him in the squad? Salah Mejri. Sorry. Yeah, having Salah Mejri on the team, what has it been like?
Yeah, well, we're very fortunate to have him back. But it's also obvious that he hasn't played in, I think, almost a year, maybe over a year, and so for him, it's just going to take a couple of games before or until he gets his rhythm back, and until he figures out a way to fit into what we do, because it's not an individual sports, it's a team game, and he hasn't been with the national team in quite some time, and he hasn't played competitive basketball in quite some time. So we have to be patient with him, and he's got to be patient and stay focused and do the things that he does best. And I'm absolutely sure that he's going to play much better tomorrow.
ROMDHANE, playing in front of a few fans, at home and in Monastir, you're in Tunisian territory. What's the difference with playing here and the way you played in Rwanda?
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to play in Tunisia, in front of Tunisia fans. Last time that we play, we won the African Championship, and we need to show them, the coach give big chance for the young kids. And I play for 15 years for the national team. I never see the team, every competition is changing. We have new player, so we need to send us player. We need to change the message for our fans. Even you don't have the same roster or you don't have the same name, you have a new generation, and we try to help them to show them that we keep the same level of basketball that we have and the same image like we have in Tunisian basketball.
Coach, ROMDHANE speaks about young players. You gave an opportunity to one at least today who stood out. How important is it for you to start very early to bring in young players, to play alongside players like ROMDHANE, and to get used to a competition at this level?
Yeah, well, first of all, we have great chemistry. There is no rift between the older guys and the younger guys. They all understand that they only play for one thing, and that is they play for the national team of the country. And the younger guys try to give us energy, and the older guys try to share their experience with the younger players. So it's give and take from both sides, and it's really good to see how well they work together. And it's my job to not only win games, but also to develop the younger players. And that's a process. It's going to take time. But I think I like the direction that we're going in, for sure. Yeah.
Romdan, when you look at the percentage of Tunisia behind the arc today, where does that leave you? Should we say it's just a fast game, you know, you're shaking off that kind of pressure, or, you know, what do you think about it?
I think in three-point shot we are like average 54. I think for me is a good percentage. Maybe in 2-point we need to work more because maybe we miss many layups. But for me, maybe the problem is like we make many turnovers because we try from the beginning of the game, we try to do our best to win the game from the first quarter. But after when we go to the locker room, we speak each other and we say like we need more time to play easy game and to play more together. So I think the problem today was the turnover. So we try to play really good basketball and we try to show everybody that our team is ready, but in our mind, okay, but in the court is not the same thing that we do. But I think in the half court we fix this, we try to play, we share the ball more, we try to play together. Maybe we need to play more because we have like strong game inside, we need to fix this and we try to do better stats in this.
Last question for you, Coach, in English before we go to French. 30 points for the players off the bench. Impressed with that?
Yeah, it's very important that everybody contributes, and the players have to understand that you can contribute in a lot of different ways, and scoring is just one of them. You can contribute by playing great defense, by getting rebounds, by making really good passes, or by getting, as a point guard, getting the team organized. So if you score, that's great, but to us, other things are just as important. But you're right, you know, we got a lot of points from our second unit, and that is very encouraging.
Ben, juste capitaine, une question en français pour les journalistes tunisiens qui nous ont demandé de vous poser la question, comment vous analysez ce match aujourd'hui face à Madagascar? À un moment donné, on a vu quand même le coach changer carrément au niveau de l'équipe et remettre plutôt des jeunes pour pouvoir rivaliser un peu avec l'équipe de Madagascar. Et comment vous avez trouvé cette équipe de Madagascar?
Oui, comme je l'ai dit en anglais, normalement avant on prépare nos matchs avec un stage de un mois et demi. Cette année avec le Corona on n'a pas pu se rassembler, on était 18 au stage. Le coach a voulu donner une chance pour les jeunes. On a fait seulement un stage d'une semaine. On a fait grand max 7-8 entraînements. Donc on a bien préparé, je pense, notre match, mais au début on a voulu gagner le match dès le début. Donc on était agressif, mais dans l'attaque on prenait pas les bonnes décisions. Donc il y avait beaucoup de turnover. Et après, dans le mi-temps, on a dit qu'il faut qu'on tourne la balle mieux, et on sort que la balle, et tout le monde la touche. Et on a bien joué sur le plan défensif, on était agressif sur tout le terrain, et on a trouvé des paniers faciles. Je pense que notre pourcentage sur le plan 3 points il est meilleur, parce que c'est 55% à peu près, au lancer franc la même. Il faut travailler un peu sur les pourcentages de 2 points, et sinon sur les turnovers.
Thank you, guys.
Merci.